Have you spent your winter hitting the slopes in Taos or maybe ski Apache down south? Well, these activities, they are great ways to stay active during the colder months.
That's right, but now with the changing of seasons, it's important to alter your active lifestyle to start your hikes and river activities. So joining us now to take our bodies from winter to spring is our fitness expert and trainer, Dex Henderson.
How's it going?
Dex, good to see you, buddy.
Nice
All right,
to see you guys.
So with the changing of the seasons, you're saying it's important to change up the exercise routine. Why is that?
Yeah, because a lot of the times during the winter we get sedimentary. A lot of us don't do winter activities. I'm one of them. I'm a Texan, so I don't know too much about snowboarding and skiing and stuff. So we tend to dial down our workouts a little bit. So it's easy for us to get back into the gym in spring and just go gun-ho. You know, and a lot of times we end up hurting ourselves. A lot of times we end up doing things the improper way, and there's a way to transition into it. So my advice is we live in the perfect state for outdoor activities. You know, so transitioning into the spring, summer's coming. We have lots of things to do: hiking, rafting, canoeing, you know, backpacking, caving, things like that we can get into that'll keep us active. This is also the time of season where all the 5Ks come around, lots of adventure runs. So those are ways to get into the activities and do them the proper way, do them the smart way, and not just go crazy in the gym. I also have a lot of my programs that are launching during the spring that are a good way to transition into getting back into shape, or at least learning the fundamental foundations of what it is to get back into shape and do the things properly.
Right.
Now, what are some of the benefits to, you know, hiking and going outside? Because a lot of times when you go out and you hike, you don't actually feel like you're working out, you know, until the end, and you're all of a sudden
Till the next day,
sweaty.
and
it catches up with
and
you.
you're sore,
Exactly. It's because of the muscular endurance. I mean, it requires not only cardiovascular but muscular endurance as well. So being able to hike for long periods of time, and most of the time it's in this state steep terrain. So you're using the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. They're activating the entire time. So while you're doing it, you may not feel like you're working, but afterwards you definitely feel sore, you feel fatigued. So they're perfect for getting back into shape.
Yeah. Well, now one thing, Dex, and it's no secret, especially for a lot of people living here, because of the higher altitude, a lot of people come here to train because of the higher altitude.
Yes.
Does that have any effects on, you know, if we're out hiking? Is it more of a workout because of that, as say if we're living in California closer to sea level?
It is. Me being from Houston, I can definitely vouch for that. When I came here, I had a lot of elite athletes who followed me here. I used to train elite athletes for a living and work with NFL guys getting ready for the combine, Olympic sprinters. So when I came here, a lot of them followed me. So in their off season, they come here to work out with me, and they stay here for extended periods of time to get ready for their season. What it does is it opens up the lung capacity and it allows you to get more oxygen into the system. When you go to lower levels of altitude, you feel like a beast because you're able to run longer, you're able to sustain yourself longer. Doing this at this altitude will probably get you in the best shape you've ever been.
I used to love going to soccer tournaments out of Albuquerque because I felt
Because you were
so good.
Definitely.
You know? And then when people come here, they get all nervous.
They're dying.
Just like when people come and play against the Lobos, we always have that warning.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about some of your classes. What can people expect if they sign up for your classes?
Definitely high intensity, fun, exciting. It'll definitely be changing for the body for sure. They're going to be high impact for some of the classes. Some are going to be very focused on certain body parts, but just a big, huge variation of different things that will help your body get in the best shape possible.
Now, is this kind of similar to the classes that you'll have, the classes that we took?
Yeah, the HIIT classes, they will be similar to that in a sense.
There I am. Look how fast I am. Oh, man. Okay, so very, very similar to that. High intensity, and it does change your body.
It does.
But you also, just before we get out, I want to mention you do TRX classes.
I do.
You just launched Afterburn, which has got 4 separate components to it. So if the high intensity is a little scary for you,
it's too much for you, it can be very detailed.
You've got other things you can do, the buns
Core,
and guns.
plyos, buns and guns, the agility aspect of it. I mean, they're all centered around one specific thing. So there's something for everyone.
Yeah, and I know in the coming weeks we're going to be talking a little bit about nutrition as well. We're always talking about it, but I think we're going to hit a grocery store with you here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm going to take you guys grocery shopping.
Figure out how to fuel the body here.
Yes.
That's right. Well, for more information on how you can flex with Dex, head over to casa.com. We will have all the links there. We'll see you next week, buddy.